She bridges up. What muscle group does she use? What contraction did those hip extensors perform? Go down.
Eccentric.
Of the, what did the hip flexors do? Yeah, we say nothing. Of course they did something, but they're not the prime movers by any way. They help with stabilization, but right, they went along for the ride. So all the work was done by hip extensors. And the confusing part of that is, when she went down, what did her hips actually do? Come back up. When she goes down, her hips are actually flexing. But not because of her hip flexors. See the difference? See the confusion? We think all flexion must be done by flexors. No. Some flexion is done by lowering it with the extensors. And vice versa. What we factor in here is gravity and what the body position is and the movement is in relationship to gravity. That's as much kinesiology that you're going to need for this type of stuff. But if you don't have that concept down, it's hard to do therapeutic exercise. Because if not, you'll be working the wrong muscle group. You'll be having them do this, thinking you're working the hip flexors. This isn't a hip flexor workout. This is a hip extensor workout. I want to make it stronger. Well, that's it. So what can I do? I can resist it. I can resist it just holding still. So lift up. Tell me what this is. What is it? Alternating isometric. What's this? Why? My hands are going like this. So that's going to be rhythmic stay. Here, we can do this here. Want to make it a little tougher for her? You good? All right. Hold still. What's that?
Nice. Oh, it just looks
What's she doing? It's alternating. Okay, ready? Hold still. Hold. Hold. Why is this harder for her? What have I done by having her bridge up? I've lessened her base of support. Now she's supporting on her shoulder blades and her feet. And trying to balance everything in between. So everything else has to tighten up. So have them bridge up. And do this here. If we would be evil, do this here.
It's not there.
Okay? It's hard. You don't have to work real hard to make them work really hard. Okay? And relax. That's one option. The other one is just some resistance of the bridging activity itself. Now I found just concentric, eccentric, that's the easiest. Theoretically, you're supposed to do both sides, but it doesn't work in the clinic. So it just looks like this. Come on up. Now lower me slowly, and I'm still giving pressure downward the whole time. Back up. Lower me slowly. Back up. Lower me slowly. See what I'm doing? I'm just adding weight to the activity. That's the better clinical application of this. Because the text will teach you up, hold it, all right, pull down. The problem is what? Who's
Put the strain
gravity
on
up
you.
when they pull down?
Yeah.
Patient. I don't want that. I want gravity helping me. Come on up. All right, lower me down. I can just lean right into that. Look how much work I got to do. I don't got to do nothing. It's all body weight. All right, relax. See what I'm doing? Just leaning into it, and that makes that much tougher of an activity. Strengthening it. She's weak on this side. I can just maybe do a little tapping on to catch that up. Repeated contractions. Quick stretching. Hold the whole thing still. Time for emphasis. Catch that part up. Definitely a possibility. Try those. Try the bridging activities.